Judge in Florida lays a smackdown on special counsel Jack Smith, the slob that he is. Also, judge overseeing Trump's case in D.C. has made a ruling about a case that's not even in front of her. So that's the two things I got for you today. Let's get into them real quick. Without hesitation, let's go. Judge presiding over Trump's document case in Florida smacks down special counsel Jack Smith. Judge Aileen Cannon, the judge in Florida, wants an explanation from Smith of why he's convening another grand jury and holding secret grand jury hearing in D.C. without consulting her first and telling her and why it's not being done in Florida after he's already filed an indictment on it. In her filing, Cannon addressed the prosecution's request to hold a hearing on potential conflicts of interest regarding Trump's defendant, Nada, his lawyer, Stanley Woodward, because Stanley Woodward is now, he's got one witness and now he's representing two other witnesses that the prosecution will be calling as witnesses to testify on Nada. Well, now he's upset, little crybaby that he is, saying now he's not going to be able to get them witnesses to say what he wants to say because they've got an attorney. So now he's crying to the judge about it as a conflict of interest. It's not a conflict of interest, it's just he can't get people to say what he wants them to say when they have an attorney. So this little weasel Smith, which has a history of failed court battles, is trying to go behind the judge's back and do things that he wants. He's already a known liar to court from withholding evidence from Trump's attorneys, which is illegal, and he's been caught doing it, and he admitted to doing, which automatically should throw these cases out. He's nothing but a lying little weasel and tries to go around the law, which all the Democrats do. They don't follow law no matter what. But this little weasel is doing it in court and openly, and they're allowing this to happen. So hopefully they will do something about him, and they need to disbar him and remove his license. So let's get into this one. Judge from D.C. has ruled on a case that's not even before her, and in writing 2 years ago, it's saying that Trump is guilty of inciting the incursion on the Capitol on January 6th. So let's get into that. Judge overseeing Trump case has already issued a ruling that matters, and it's not for Trump. And a ruling that she should not be making. Special counsel Jack Smith couldn't have asked for a better courtroom than a corrupt judge in D.C. who is known to be the harshest judge against January 6th defendants that they've seen. U.S. District Judge Tanya S. Chutt, appointed by the bench, of course, by Obama in 2013. She is known to have worked for the same law firm as President Joe Biden's notorious son Hunter Biden. At the same time, Hunter worked there. But more to the point, she has already clearly made up her mind about Trump is the man responsible for the events of that day. She put her opinion in writing almost 2 years ago. It came in a court battle between Trump and the puppet theater known as Select House Committee investigation of January 6th. You know, the sham of an investigation, and they lied. They doctored video to try to get Trump on something. They failed. Trump tried to exercise a claim of executive privilege over the documents related to his activities that day. And of course she denied it. And her ruling quoted Trump saying in that speech, now I want you to listen to this. Now, this is the important part. And I quote, "We fight like hell, and if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore, and you'll never take back our country with weak," end quote. This was in her ruling, okay? Shortly thereafter, the crowd surged, and she made this dramatic speech about crowd surged and marching along Constitution Avenue commenced their siege on the Capitol. Oh my goodness, men trying to make it big that they were Trump supporters. Didn't talk about all the people that were paid by the Democrats and the FBI agents who were in the crowd and everything like that, and all the police, undercover police who were in the crowd, plainclothes. It was a blending fact of worthy of a novelist, not just a jurist. Implicity blaming then the president's words for the violence that followed. But she happened to leave out that the president said, and I quote, "I know that everyone here will be soon marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard." She, like every other Democrat, worthless Democrat, leaves that part out where he's telling them to peacefully and patriotically have your voices heard. But then you leave out Ray Epps on there trying to get people to go up there and pushing them. We're going into the Capitol. We're going into the Capitol. And I've showed that video many times on my other videos. And then they have videos of undercover police, undercover FBI agents coercing people, even pushing them up over the walls, helping them get up the scaffolding and stuff that was there, but they leave all that stuff out. But now, with this court hearing, if this court hearing does go to trial, this opens it up for them to bring all their witnesses in from that day and have it heard right in front of the court. But he needs a courtroom that is not biased against him, which D.C. is. He'll never get a fair trial in there because it's a Democrat-run place. And this judge has already shown that she cannot be blind like just opposed. It's not supposed to be political, and she is political, and she's already shown that by writing in her say 2 years ago that Chubb's guilty of something that was not brought in front of her. So this definitely needs to go one way or the other. So let me know what you guys think. There's so much going on. Like I said, every day there's something new, and it's getting real tiresome. We need some action being done. We need to start seeing people being impeached. Start with Mayorkas, start and Merrick Garland, and get those people. Let's start somewhere and get people out of there and let them be held accountable for what they've done. So if you guys got any questions or comments, please leave them below. Please share my videos, get them out there. People need to see this stuff, because this is what facts are. Not what you see in the lame news media, Channel 4 and all them, and CNN, MSNBC, all them fake news media are covering for this demented fool with the corruption that's going on, and it's happening in front of our face. Watergate was nothing like this. This is so much worse, and they got him out of there. And it didn't take all this time to get him out. This Biden is so much worse. He's foreign agent. He's so corrupt, it's unreal. He's letting China get away with everything that they're doing. Something needs done. These Republicans needs to get off their ass and start handing down impeachment. They need to get subpoena Jack Smith in there and get him. It's just out of control. Get a hold of your representatives. Let them know how pissed off you are, and you want to start seeing some action. So as soon as I get some more information on this or any other thing, I'll get it out to you. Share my videos. Join me on Rumble at Chasu, CHASU. I'll also leave a link to my YouTube page, but my main page is Rumble. So let's get something done. As soon as I get some more information, I'll get it out to you. So in the meantime, this has been The Talking Point, Country Conservative. I'm Charlie, and I'll see you next time.